guys, I'm Kay,
And I'm Danny.
and we're going to talk to y'all about
A little bit about how we got together, how we met each other, how we started.
how we became engaged. Just basically how,
A little bit about ourselves. A little more about ourselves.
yeah. So, I got transferred to a different school halfway through my high school year. We both were in 11th grade. So when I went to the school that she was going to, and that's how we met. I was the new person. Didn't know nobody. I didn't.
Didn't want to get to know anybody.
I didn't want to go to that school. I wanted to stay at the school that I was at. I wanted to stay with my friends. I didn't know nobody when we moved to. I was lonely. I had my mom, my sister, my brother, and that's it. I didn't have nobody really. I had no friends. But the class where I met my fiance in was biology.
Seventh period?
Yeah. Didn't want to do nothing. I was still new. Her being her, not knowing who she really was and how her personality is, she just kept messing with me. She didn't.
I didn't care if it pissed her off or made her upset or hurt her feelings or anything. She was going to talk to somebody.
She was going to make her
Because I don't
way
believe
there.
that anybody should go without knowing somebody or feeling like wanted or feel like they belong somewhere type thing. And when you become the new student, which I've been there before, become the new student, you feel like you're out of place, you feel like you don't belong because you don't know nobody,
She knew how I felt.
So
how she did.
I knew if I didn't get her out of her shell, get her to open up to somebody, whatever, your little bubble, I popped that 1,000 times and I'll do it all over again if I had to.
Whatever.
But I finally got her to talk to me after 3 class paper balls thrown at her.
Yeah.
And she gonna turn around and look at me, and I asked her, are you gonna talk to somebody or not? And she was like, no.
Nope.
And then gonna come back and go back to just on the desk. And I was like, no, she's gonna talk to me. So I threw another one at her. And I asked her again.
And after that try, it didn't work for her.
So I moved my whole seat next to her, right behind her, and just kept talking to her. And eventually she turned around and was like, are you ever going to leave me alone? I was like, if you talk to me, I'll leave you alone. And she was like, fine, whatever. What do you want to know?
So
and I was like, what's your name? Where'd you come
normal.
from? Type stuff. And after that, every day was like we rushed to get to that class every day to see each other. even though she was in a relationship, I was in a relationship. It was like kind of meant who cared about the other person to a point. Not saying there's anything that everyone should go out and do all stuff like that, but it's just sometimes it happens like that.
Like when you first see somebody, like
you get that feeling like it's
you finally got that
something.
Butterfly in your stomach again. Yeah. After being in so long a relationship with this other person, you like, I don't think you're the one for me anymore.
Like, yeah, like you start feeling like like that shine diamond again type feeling.
And then we both found out we was in a relationship with other people. The way she found out I was in a relationship with someone, it was because I had her name tatted on my arm.
And I said, what's that for? Who was that?
Don't do that, y'all.
And she was like, oh, that's my girlfriend. And I was like, worst mistake of your life.
It was.
And where are we sitting at 2.5 years?
Yeah.
No, it'd be 5.
We knew each other for 5.5 years, but we dated for
2.5.
Yeah. So basically, we've been friends since day one. If it ever comes down to it, and we
split or anything,
I'm still gonna be her friend, and she's still gonna be my friend. She'll still be the first person I'll call. Hey, da 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 da. What such and such happened, or something with my family, and I'll call. She's gonna be right there, and I'm gonna be right there with her. It doesn't matter.
Especially if we have kids.
She's like my best friend.
Best friend, your protector, all that. Cause
all in one.
Somebody come after her, it's over for you.
But anyways.
So then senior year came.
I was single.
I wasn't.
Hold on. Rewind. 11th grade year. After the school year of the 11th grade year. Me and my ex broke up. Her and her ex broke up. We were talking. We were like, okay, well, never single. We can do us. We can finally be free and don't have to worry about our other
Perhaps
headlongs.
finding out.
And we were fine. We were dangling, kissing around in school, being naughty. And come to find out, my ex comes down and see me and sweet talk me, and we get back together. And
Me and my ex got back together.
we didn't talk. We stopped talking. I felt bad because I told her, and I was like, I can't talk to you no more. I'm back with my ex.
I didn't care if she was with her ex or
She
not.
didn't
I was still gonna talk
basi-
to her.
But we didn't. She got back with her ex. I got back with my ex. We haven't talked. 12th grade year come. We didn't talk at all.
We saw
But
each other, but we
this
didn't really
one time, cause she's so demanding. We saw each other one time, and like we haven't talked the whole time, and it's like the halfway in of 12th grade year, and we bump and see each other, and she takes my drink out of my hand, and runs through the hallway, and I'm like, I'm not running after you. So I walk. I'm like, damn, Danny, give me my drink back. She drinks half of it. Oh, don't tell me. Oh well, you know what you gotta do to get this drink back. And I'm like, bruh, not today. One other thing I had not like that, y'all. The only thing I had to do was give her a kiss and get my drink back. After that, I got my drink back, and then we still haven't talked after that. We haven't seen each other. She saw me in prom. She didn't.
She was looking fine as hell on prom.
She was kind of like not. I wouldn't say scared, but she wasn't.
I didn't want to cause a problem and get kicked out.
Yeah.
I was there with my ex, and she was there with what
My
I
best
thought
friend.
at the time was her ex, but it's
But it was
actually
really
her best
my
friend.
best friend.
Which now me and her best friend are cool.
Yeah.
And we laughed about the whole story and everything.
So she didn't even talk to me then. Then, well, after prom and graduation,
I was still with my ex.
She was with her ex. I was still single. But after graduation, it was my birthday, and then I got back with my ex. So I went to see her, spent it with her. Then that didn't end well. We broke up a month later after my birthday. Then then it was another year gone by.
Not really another
year, but a couple of months.
Because we got together in 2014.
No, yeah, and I went and saw her in 2013.
Yeah, it was
so
a few
couple
months.
of months later, we started talking again. She was single and I was single. We tried to work this. We tried to get it together again. It didn't work out because she was like, I have to get myself together.
I wanted to work on myself and know where my head was at first. And during that time of me being I call it my bottom to a point. I've been at that a few times, but I call it kind of my bottom where like I refigure myself out, refigure out where I want to be and how I want to do the next step. And part of that was me and my ex broke up. It was a really bad relationship because me and her were on and off for like 5.5 years.
Yeah, both.
And like the last 2.5 years, we were straight on. Like we didn't break up. We had little fights, but nothing major. Then she cheated and did her stuff, and I got kicked basically to the curb.
But basically, when we were trying the second time we tried to get back together, you had to find yourself, but ended up going back to her.
That's what I was talking about. While I was in my point of finding myself,
I got pissed off. Because if anybody knows my attitude, it ain't good. I got pissed off. Told her about herself. Told her no ever fucking text me again. We're done. So we didn't talk another couple of months. Because I was like, I'm done. You're not going to try to talk to me. And then
randomly I was sitting in the car one day and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let something that means so much to me end over something so stupid that I could have fixed. Even though I didn't really get to explain myself to her. Well, to you very much. But at the end I did get to explain myself.
I got it. I understood. Everything was clear. We squashed everything. Came friends again. We told it
was like we ripped the duct tape off. It's not even the Band-Aid no more. It's the duct tape because we just skipped the Band-Aid.
We didn't told each other all the stuff that happened, what we've been through. And I'm like, well, damn, if you would have told me that a while ago, I would have been at the girl's house and would have fought for you. But it never ended up like that.
I don't need nobody to fight my fights. I don't.
I know you don't, but I don't like her. But anyways,
I know you don't.
Back to it. So they broke up. I
got kicked out the house, and
she finally hits me up. We talk.
And at the time, I'll admit, I was talking to two different people. I was talking to her and another girl. and like you know how like you kind of like play it like you just talk to
Play
them.
it by ear.
Kind of play like see which one kind of connects you more. Even though I was more connected to you anyways, but I still talk to him because I was like I don't want to be in a relationship right now. They were like my two best friends kinda. I talked to them both of them about a lot of stuff.
I was number one though.
And I did my stuff, and then
basically
one lived further away than the other one did. So
well, basically she asked both of us out. The other
see
girl,
which one said yes and
the
which
other
one
one
said
took
no.
too long. And who answered first?
She was like yes, but when we see each other, ask me again.
Like I want you
like
to ask me
professional type style.
I want you to ask me face to face so I can see your face expression. Like let me look in your eyes type of shit. I don't know what I was talking about. What?
She wanted to see basically if the fire was there or not.
Yeah, like, because when we in high school, we used to see each other. We used to just smile like no tomorrow. Like, our smile will go all the way up to our damn ears. And, like, we still have that to this day.
Yeah, we wake up in the morning and look at each other and just start smiling
Even
at
though
each
she
other.
irritates me, like, we get pissed off, we have this arguments, like, we just
we're ready
go
to
head
kill
to
each
head,
other,
just,
but at the end, we just
come back
and
we
say,
like,
I'm sorry.
I love you. I love you too. Mwah, whatever. But
needless to say, at the end of every day and the beginning of every day, we wake up to each other and we go to sleep to each other. I'm pretty sure that hurt. But we're like, what is it?
Two peas in a pot.
Yeah, basically. We
like,
fight and argue and we say we hate each other. And 2 seconds later.
Friend. Even though I got like 3 other ones.
Yeah.
Or this is my best friend. I come to her. Even though we argue and fight and
even
fuss,
when we argue and fight, we go to each other first.
I'm like, you know what you did, right? Or you know what you did, right? And we be just like, all right, just forget it. Like,
I don't even know what we were fighting for anymore.
We just forgetting, and it gets so bad.
And then it would start with something stupid.
But that will be a different story of how we argue and fight and stuff.
Nobody's perfect.
It's a long story. But anyway, we got together. We finally got together.
We stayed apart, like living apart for
about
like
6 or 7 months.
6 and then I moved in with her into her mom's house.
Yep. Then we got our own car, and then we got engaged.
We got engaged the first time, but I didn't have
the ring.
Because I ended up losing my job and stuff. So ended up at kind of bottom again, but not fully bottom.
But she didn't get too bottom because she had me with her.
I had the one person to keep me going.
But that's basically it. We got together after all that.
Then we moved.
We engaged. We moved. Now we're in Cali, where I have always wanted to be since.
She talked about that the first week that we first started talking.
I always wanted to be in Cali. Now I'm here, doing good. We're still having our time, but hey.
We're dealing with what comes at us.
Day by day. But that's the end of the story.
If you liked it, or if you want to know more about us, comment down below.
Comment.
Like it if y'all like the video. Subscribe to us if you have not already.
All you have to do while you're watching this video, hit that red button, subscribe, and you be done. Subscribe and like. That's all you gotta do. That's all you do.
That's it. It's just a 1, 2.
1, 2. Hey. But anyways, see us
next time.
later.
Peace, guys.